Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a get ready with me where I talk and do my makeup and just kind of catch up with you guys on what's been new just this summer. This year is a fall season and it's about Q4 and I'm feeling just fresh and renewed. My hair is currently blow dried. I'm getting it braided tomorrow, so I don't want to put any product on it, thus having me to wash it again. So because I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, today I'm going out with my friends at 6:45 to Puttery in Minneapolis. It's like a mini golf thing. They have drinks, food, just good vibes, and one of my homegirls, Michelle, is in town, so I'm super happy about that. It is 5:10 right now, so I'm gonna start doing my makeup. I've already done my brows and I haven't done a full face in a really long time, so I'm like, this is a perfect time to catch you guys up and to do a full face. So I did my eyebrows with the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. I love this stuff, works super good. Then I cleaned it up with the Butterscotch Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. Okay, so the last get ready with me I kind of did in the comfort of our old house, and I haven't really done a get ready with me in our new home. So you guys saw how we moved into our place in the beginning of the summer. I started a new job this summer that coincides with the career that I am seeking as an entrepreneur. And it has now been 5 months that I've been there. I have the perfect schedule. I started after the 4th of July and thus wanting the perfect schedule my entire career in the beauty industry. I work Monday through Thursday and it's literally the best because throughout my entire career all I've ever done was work through the weekend, and I'll just have Monday off because salons are closed on Mondays. There is such a significance when you are working in the beauty industry to be in the salon on the busiest day of the year. Side note, I have had a lot of like dark marks on the sides of my cheeks recently. I am looking for a new skincare line because I feel like my skin has become very immune to my skincare routine. I've been using it for years now, so I would suppose that is the case. It should have been the case. So if anybody has any like must-haves, or if I should watch someone that has a really good skincare routine, please let me know in the comments below. Anywho, so yeah, I prayed for a really good work schedule as I get into my education bag and career in the beauty industry, and I am now trying to redefine what it means to be a beauty professional and to be a Black one at that. And in these spaces where they create the curriculum around textured hair to be about relaxers and relaxers only. So I am super happy to be in a space where I can see how the operation is going. So yeah, last time I saw you guys was at our high school reunion, which was super duper fun. And ever since we've come back, we've just been kind of laying low. Will's birthday just passed not too long ago, so it's big Libra season. He went to Cali for his birthday. I did not go with him. I stayed home. I was super sick, super miserable. I'm talking coughing like crazy, throat super sore, and and yeah, I was really going through it. I was wanting to celebrate the fact that this is my first fall in our new place. how I was gonna celebrate, I didn't really factor in. I just kind of knew I would be celebrating, like, just with reminiscing of all the years that we spent at the old place and just how far we've come, and you know, so on and so forth. It's now been 4 years that I will be in Minneapolis, so kudos to that. I remember mentioning that in my last vlog, but I didn't really mention the real, I guess, spiritual realizations that I came to just over the years. But in the middle of the summer, I recorded this video. Hello, brown beauties and baddies. It's been a minute. Today is July 14th. Yes, today is Friday, July 14th, and I'm at Cosmo Park right now, about to grab some things to do my client's hair tomorrow. And tomorrow will be my first day back in the salon after taking a year off. So I have all the things for my back bar packed up. So let's go ahead and get what we need to get. So if they don't have what I need here, I'm definitely gonna have to go to Salon Centric. But yeah, we're here at Culture Salon. It's so beautiful, black owned. This salon has been open for a year and a half. So let's check it out.
Yeah, yeah, like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, the nigga you bugging. Damn ass fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, fuck up the budget. Cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Mega, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', beat the medallion. Pull your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she sticking it out. Putting it in, she sticking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole, just like a golfer. If you ain't leeching.
And just a week or two ago, the owner pulls me into the room, into our back room, and she's like, hey, so I'm closing the salon at the end of the year. Here I am starting this journey at the salon right after starting my new job. And it's only been shy of 2 months that I've been there. And I was like, how did you decide you were gonna close the salon? Moments after me starting here, I opened my books and I was telling everybody on Instagram, I was telling my previous clients that I would be taking in clients again. I had my website. I added the service page to my website. I started doing email campaign promos, and I was just feeling real business savvy and motivated to be making an extra coin and just, you know, being fulfilled at my full-time job, but also being fulfilled in this black-owned beautiful space. And I just couldn't wait kind of to service my clients again. So in the beginning, it was super exciting to be back in the swing of things, and as time had went on, I just lost my motivation after she told me she would be closing the salon. And it was kind of just like, well, at this point, every day or every week that I show up, because I would literally be in the salon on the days I wasn't working my full-time job, which is teaching. So I would be at the salon on Fridays and sometimes Saturdays. And every time the weekend came, I would just have so much anxiety about going into the salon. Like, why am I going here? It's about to close in the next month or so. Like, what do I expect to accomplish here? There's no longevity here. And I just started feeling very like, why did I do this to begin with? I should have gave myself more time before jumping into something else after starting a new job. And I kind of really beat myself up. Because I never gave myself the downtime. I never gave myself the space to enjoy my new schedule of not working on the weekends. I went straight into literally head first into making extra money. Having extra money is always a good thing, but then you realize that in doing so, you kind of backpedal into all of the things you were trying to avoid before like going into something new. So I had to have like a real talk with myself as to why do I continuously want to get in this survival mode of thinking. Whenever I start something new, I feel like I need a backup plan, because my job is fine. Like, I'm very, very confident there. I'm very comfortable there. I love my coworkers. I love the environment. And of course, like any job, you know, it's hard work. But it's also the type of work that I love to do, because I one day see myself having an establishment of that sort. So it's actually pretty interesting how I thought I would have the capacity to take on that project of that salon and taking new clients and trying to be this entrepreneur and open up my books, have my website, be catering to my clients and doing email promos. Like, how did I think I would have the time to do all that? I don't know. But that's just me. That's just the hustler in me wanting to just do it all. Now I'm about to do some eyeshadow. I haven't worn eyeshadow in a really long time either. So like, yeah, I'm really trying to get back in my makeup bag on the weekends. I went through also a period of feeling like I want to have more friendships. I want to like use my downtime to host at my house more and just like finally get that community that I've always longed for. And I always felt left out not having, because when we were living in our previous place, I moved in with my guy, and he had been living there already for a year or so, and I just didn't feel comfortable bringing friends over and like hosting things and just kind of starting my own journey of friendships. And I was just very nervous to start doing those kind of things, being that we didn't create that space together. I came into his space. So, you know, now that we are in our own home, I feel more reluctant to, or less reluctant to host and things like that, and just build chemistry with people, invite them to into my home, and just continue to build relationships that way. Granted, we are still working on getting furniture in our living room space to host for our bar, and a bar cart, and just making things more homey. I want an ottoman in there, a rug, you know, something to go on our wall. Just all those kind of things take so much time. We live in such a bigger space now that like I'm really starting to realize how much more furniture we actually need. But anyway, I digress. So my schedule I dreamed of having, I was a little disappointed that I started to take for granted, and I started to just kind of lose the value of having such leisure, thinking that I needed to make my downtime of monetary value. And I think a lot of people probably go through this, where they're door dashing on the weekends, or they just have multiple jobs, and you know, it is very hard out here with inflation going on so heavily. But I also think that there is a time and a season where you have to take the time for yourself to dream bigger, to get creative, and to really just like be still, get in some silence, become a little bit less productive, where all you think about is productivity. It's literally like a trauma response of thinking that I always need a safety net, because pre-COVID I was very much so in a survival mode, and it took 3 years to kind of heal from that habit. Me and Will always talk about how Oh yeah, this is my MAC eyeshadow palette. I've had this for a long time. It's called Dusky Rose times 9. And then I have another one that's called Burgundy times 9. So I have 2 different eyeshadow palettes that I like to use when I'm just kind of doing a natural look. So yeah, me and Will kind of unpack, you know, just different things that we've gone through over the last 3 years and how they have affected and shifted our perspective about one another. And it was a tough conversation to have, but it was a very honest one as we enter our 4th year, as we are building a new space and just a new reason of being in our new home. His 29th birthday had just passed, you know, so there was just a lot of things that we needed to unpack. And it was tough because I had to really realize that he too experienced the trauma that I was going through, and that I was healing from, and it was also very traumatic for him as well. And just allowing him to, just giving him grace with digesting the fact that I did disrupt his life. Like, I came into his life at a time where he was probably just at the brink of getting out of college. You know, he was ready to party with his friends and just be this socialite, and I was very much so introverted when I first got here. I just wasn't ready to embrace the world around me just yet, because I was still very much so healing. I was still very much so getting out of my introverted ways so that I could become better. I was trying to get out of my survival way of thinking, and it was tough. It was really tough because I was healing in front of someone, and being extremely vulnerable, and he just wasn't ready for that. He's never been around that. He's never experienced that. So, you know, the past 3 years have been definitely one to remember. But yeah, there was a lot to unpack there, and I was very, very much so a codependent when me and Will first started dating. And I'm sure I was extremely clingy, and I didn't allow him the space to actually grow independently. There was moments where I felt very insecure about the traumas that I experienced, and having to just come clean about what they were, and the space that I came from. I felt like I wasn't worthy of a lot of things, and it took me 3 years to get through such a trying time in my life. I was also going through a lot of changes, just in my career path that he wasn't used to. You know, he came from a very stable background, which I did not. So it was a lot of just different ways of living. I'm gonna go in with this Studio MAC powder in the color NC50 Studio Fix, and I like to apply this underneath my eyes to set my concealer before I start to do my contouring. I've always been a relationship girly, and I knew that relationships were, you know, not always easy. I knew we would run into hardships and things like that, but you know, not every person has been practicing how to be in a relationship. Like, men don't often practice how to be in love or things like that. That is very much so a womanly trait. And I had to just I went through a lot of therapy that he has witnessed me go through. For the record, I was single for 4 years before I got into my relationship. So I've had time alone. I've had space to figure myself out and know what I wanted out of a relationship, and just kind of give myself that time and space to heal in ways, but not completely. I don't think we ever heal completely. I think we just I always see posts that talk about, like, you know, you never heal, you just kind of you learn how to get through it. You find different ways to cope and maneuver, and you don't really know that you're triggered or what your ways of healing have helped you unless you've been kind of out of isolation, which I was in isolation for a while before getting into my relationship. So there was just a lot of things that we had to just get over that hump. I will later tell you guys what those trauma-based things were that happened in my life, but I don't think I'm quite ready yet. So it'll probably be maybe the introduction to 2024, maybe. But I never want to like start off my vlog being like, hey, I'm a healed person. I didn't want my partner to necessarily relate to me in a sense, because I'm happy that he has never had to deal with the traumas that I have, but I wanted to feel safe to be vulnerable in my relationship. And that vulnerability, the definition of vulnerability alone is being exposed and liable for the possibility to be attacked. And I think that going into it, I didn't think through what vulnerability was. I didn't know the actual definition of vulnerability. I just knew that I need to be truthful in my relationship, and however this person takes it, that means that I'm going to be able to move forward with or without this person, depending on how they respond. So yeah, him and I have really grown and developed such a beautiful relationship, and I just value us so much more. We went to the same grammar school together, our junior high, and now we have just had our 10-year high school reunion, which revealed a lot of things because we weren't dating in high school. So it was interesting to like revisit the past and just like see it from a different point of view, attending with like, someone you've been living with and being vulnerable with. You haven't been vulnerable with these people in high school, so they don't really know the real you. They just know who you were in high school. So that was a huge deal. It took a while for me to get here, and I'm just so thankful that I didn't have to center my existence around my trauma. I'm just very much so thankful that I no longer am truly affected, but I can identify where I have been hurt and where I need to grow and overcome a lot of things. You guys can't even really see the makeup that I've done. I feel like in the first Get Ready With Me I did, my lighting was different. Well, I apologize if the expectation for the lighting just isn't there today. Yeah, makeup is all done. I have my hot tool heating up right now. This is the Amika Bombshell blowout brush. It has very minimal heat, which is why I love it so much, because I don't straighten my hair often, so I need to kind of put a little curl in there. I'm gonna wear my hair in this little swoop action. Ooh. Okay. I think in order to truly be like on the brink of healing is that you have to fulfill your desires. It's not really this like constant reflection of what happened. It's not this like back and forth of was I wrong for doing this, or ridiculing yourself, but it's literally diving into your heart's desires. Who do you want to be on the inside? It's more so about what do you want to leave for this world, what kind of legacy. If you're an entrepreneur, what entrepreneurial endeavor did you want, and how did your trauma allow you to want to birth something so amazing is where I have found the most healing in my journey. Just kind of leveling up a little bit. I think that was the best healing I ever could have done for myself. I was very vulnerable and feeling like sometimes I'm saying too much, or I just was very exposed to attack, but I just didn't care. I felt like I was very it was easy for me to wear my heart on my sleeve and let someone know who I am. That way they have the choice to love me correctly or to do whatever they feel is best for them. So I feel like it just revealed a lot of truth. There was just a lot that I needed to unpack. And my partner was a huge part of that. He's a huge part of just my self-development. And I just love him so much for being with me on this journey of self-development, self-proclaim, newness of just me, and just accepting every little bit of it, even when it was hard. I'm sure it sucked. I'm sure it wasn't as fun as he would like it to have been, but we've truly grown so much. And I feel like as he enters his manhood, he's discovering just a lot of who he is. And I wholeheartedly give him that space to continue to figure out who he is without ridicule, without judgment. And I think that's what it's all about. I really truly think that's what love is all about. That's what life is all about. Okay, so my hair is all done. I've been really loving just like that voluminous look. It's not a silk press, it's more so just like a blowout. But I've really been feeling lately. Like, I'm not slicking down my edges. I'm just giving my hair a little voluptuousness, and I'm hitting the road. Okay, so I got this really cute skirt from Micah's website that I was gonna wear for our reunion, but it didn't come in time. So let me see how this looks, and I was thinking of wearing like an oversized button up with it. I know this shirt is just gonna get wrinkled when I sit down and get out the car, so I don't really care to iron it. Don't mind my laundry. Okay, bye, baby.
Ooh, this would be right here. If you want to stand right here and kind of, I don't know why.
My outfit in a reflection too.
Why are you looking this cute? I love the boots. Oh my god, thank you. Hi, cuter. Hi. How are you? Girl. No. And we're about to take a shot now. And then we probably get another mixed drink somewhere else. Cause Ricky! Where? No, she got reposado.
I don't like to skate.
You don't like to skate?
I want to go skating so bad.
I know.
I know this is like the communal salt. Adentro. Yes.
I made it home, guys. Baby's still awake. We finna take my makeup off. Wow, I can't wait to lay down. Alright, that's the end of this vlog.